Matt, if you could give me a couple of main takeaways from this game that we have not discussed, maybe.
Yeah.
What would they be? Maybe 2 or 3.
Raheem Mostert's gone if Elijah Mitchell stays healthy. Just because I think Kittle said at the press conference that he hits the hole like Mostert does. That Mitchell hits the hole like Mostert does. That's not good for Mostert to be sitting at home hearing. So Elijah Mitchell's the future of the team at running back. This team ran the ball like 35 times. That's going to be their MO. Limit what Jimmy Garoppolo does in terms of throwing the ball. He had 26 pass attempts today. The last 3 games, he's averaging, I think, around 23 pass attempts a game. You want to keep him under 25, and you're gonna end up winning a lot of football games if you can do that. And you got to keep Deebo Samuel healthy, because if you can have Deebo, Kittle, and Ayuk out there, then it's a pick your poison for the offense. Defensively, they have to address the secondary in the offseason. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Even guys, Hufanga shows a lot of potential, but he had a busted coverage today where he played the deep third instead of covering the middle of the field like he was supposed to. Tart and Ward are both aging. K1 had a great play that was almost 200% defensive pass interference. They didn't get called. They have to address the secondary in the offseason. You just cannot go another season leaving Bosa and them on the hook. Bosa has 11 sacks. If the secondary could, cover at all, he'd probably have like 14, 15. But they have to do something to address the secondary in the offseason. It's just not good enough.
My couple key takeaways from this game. Number 1, Deebo Samuel should get some MVP votes. Whether he will or not, probably not. But in my opinion, he's accounted for 1,009 of the team's 4,000 yards. It's insane. And 10 of their 33 touchdowns. It's just insane what Deebo Samuel has been able to do this season for the 49ers. They cannot afford to lose him for any stretch of games if they want to have any shot of being a real threat in the playoffs. My second takeaway, I should say, Jimmy Garoppolo might be on a shorter leash than we think. I don't know, that very heated conversation. I shouldn't say conversation, one-sided conversation between Kyle Shanahan and Jimmy Garoppolo after he threw that pick did not look pretty. Kyle Shanahan was giving him a piece of his mind, and Jimmy was just sitting there kind of nodding, saying, yes, sir. My last takeaway, and I agree with you, Matt, Raheem Mostert's gone. He's not coming back.
Yeah, he's gone.
Yeah, this is Elijah Mitchell's team moving forward. And it also makes me question the pick of Trey Sermon, which I know you said earlier as well. Were they not expecting this from Elijah Mitchell? Maybe not. But they have not used Trey Sermon at all, it seems.
It goes back to what I said, man. Elijah Mitchell was a pick that was after the point where Shanahan and Lynch could give a shit about the draft.
Yeah.
Elijah Mitchell is 100% a scout pick. So that's what that is. I'd agree with you. Here's the problem with Deebo Samuel getting MVP votes. There's a guy in his division who is doing better than him right now.
Mm-hmm.
You can't give Deebo MVP votes and then ignore what Cooper Kupp is doing. Because Cooper Kupp is balling out of control. He had another 7 catches for 96 yards today. He's sitting at 1,237 yards.
Trust me, yeah,
already.
No. They could both get some. Perhaps maybe Cooper Kupp gets 3 or 4. Deebo gets 1 or 2.
Yeah, it's tough. I don't know who's. I don't think there's a far and away a front runner for MVP either. But I don't know. Yeah, that's tough, man.
I don't think he'll get any votes.
Just kidding. I'm kidding.
Mac Jones, get out of here. I don't think he'll get any, but I think his play has warranted at least him to definitely be in the conversation because he's done a lot for the 49ers.